Hi Leo, hi Gemini, welcome to your relationship reading. So, I really wasn't getting anything while I pulled your cards. So I kind of feel like this is a fresh type of relationship. I feel like majority of the people watching this most likely just want to see where it's going to go, or they want to see the compatibility of the situation. So let's just go ahead and jump in and see where this leads us. We're going to start off looking at the issues or the stance within the dynamic of you guys, okay? Now keep in mind this could be for any type of relationship, be it platonic, romantic, business, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to see where the cards take us, okay? And if it doesn't resonate, that is perfectly fine, okay? All right, so Leo, where are we at with Leo? So Leo has a lot happening here. This is a fire and air combination, so it can be quite explosive or quite drastic if not taken care of correctly. And let's see if Gemini Gemini also has a few things to say and more. All right, so Leo, you have trees here. I feel like if you are in a situation with this person, you need to get outside more. I don't know if Gemini hates being outside, but you know you love to be outside and you need to ground yourself. So take your ass outside. All right, that's the first thing I'm seeing here. We have phobias. So Leo is afraid, obviously, with this. They could have been someone who's always just been afraid. Maybe you haven't tapped into your Leo self. Leo is literally the sign of courage and learning what courage is. And in order to learn what courage is, oh my God, you have to go through scary moments so that you can access that point of spirit, you know? So maybe Leo is afraid to be with Gemini, or they're afraid of what Gemini will do. We also have father. So obviously, just on basic terms, this can mean that someone has daddy issues. But I also feel like for Leo, Gemini could be your father. And I'm also seeing there's an issue with, I didn't want to say toxic, but that's what wants to come out. Maybe like toxic habits within the relationship that was happening with the father, and it's kind of leaking into this Gemini relationship with Leo, okay? And then we also have biblical. So I feel like Leo has this way of forgiving without, like, they've been taught you forgive and you let live, and it's like, no, you have to put your foot down. Sometimes you can't just allow things to just slide, and I feel like Leo does that quite a bit, okay? So Leo, you're coming off as a little meek. I feel like you're not really that, you're not outspoken, or you just allow this person to do you dirty. So we're going to see why in a second. Gemini, you have ships, okay? So Gemini is always constantly going on these long tangent emotional trips. 1 minute they it's almost like they put all of their emotional weight on Leo. And I also feel like Gemini has this desire to leave, but for long periods of time, and then come back out of nowhere and expect everything to be okay. We also have knighthood. So Gemini, you are someone who's very guarded. And I feel like you're very logical. Your emotional state is either imbalanced, or, for example, if you do allow yourself to show emotion, you go very crazy. Like, you don't know how to contain yourself. You get very emotionally explosive, and that can be really scary for Leo. And then we also have persecution and inquisition. So I feel like you're someone who has been done dirty in the past, whether it's a past life or just your life in this time. You're somebody who's been wrongly convicted or wrongly chosen for certain sacrifices, and I feel like now you constantly feel like someone's out to get you, and so you constantly lash out at Leo. Okay. Alrighty. I also feel like somebody may have been institutionalized or something like that. All right, so let's see how you guys met and all of that good stuff. So presently, there definitely is a fallout between the two of you. I feel like both of you guys are kind of like at a standstill. Things aren't the best. So the way you guys met is balance, okay? So I feel like both of you guys were in a very, I think both of you guys were sober. That's a really interesting thought that I just got. Both of you guys were sober when you met. I feel like you guys, maybe it was like you guys are family. You could be related. But I feel like you guys know each other at your core. So, for example, you know each other outside of being intoxicated. You know the good side of each other. So if you guys are now at a point where you guys feel like you hate each other, the only reason that really keeps you staying is because you know the good in this person. Yeah, you guys met in a very happy setting, okay? You guys were happy. You guys were positive. You guys were just, you know, you loved life, okay? You guys were in a really good situation when you guys met. I feel as though somebody may have been in a transitional period, whether they had gotten through a really bad disease or illness, or they could have been transitioning out of a really tumultuous time in their life. And I'm also getting the message that somebody was released from prison, or they were in a halfway house or something like that, and they were getting their life together. It could have been transitional housing, something like that. Yeah, so it seems as though somebody didn't really know where they wanted to go. They didn't know what they wanted to do in life. They didn't know their passion, their purpose yet. And I feel like this person was just very much so fresh. But they also had a very clear and, you know, fresh mindset as well, which really helped to cultivate or show this person who they were. You know, show the other person that this is a really good person, even though they were down on their luck or they're just, you know, getting into life. All right. I want to see who this person is. Okay, so that person who is like transitioning or getting into a new spot of life, they have some sort of Pisces energy, whether it's their moon, it's somewhere in their chart. They have Pisces energy, rising, whatever the case may be, okay? This was someone who really was into a lot of things at one point in their life. Like, they were very chaotic. Some of this, for some people, this is a person who used to just do any and everything just to have fun or to feel something, because they just had like a lot of things going on in their life. They could have done a lot of drugs, things like that. So the person who had the clear mindset is the Leo, and this Leo may also have some Libra placements within their life. So they basically had to get their scales together. But also this Leo went through a lot of things, man, and they had to really triumph through all of those traumas to get to the point where they had a clear mind, okay? So I feel like Leo was the one who was, you know, they had been through the fire and they wanted to help Gemini get through that fire as well, okay? Gemini, I feel like you may have some Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, probably Taurus placements as well, okay? Yeah, so whoever was transitioning, I believe it's Gemini. They had this really guarded type of energy. They were fighting, you know, but they also still had a lot of distractions and a lot of demons, I feel, that were kind of attacking them. And so I feel like Leo kind of, you know, made it to where they were able to help them fight through that. It definitely could have been addiction as well, okay? So I'm just seeing a whole bunch of things here. We're going to go ahead and see where you guys are at now, okay? Currently. All right, so currently we have material and spiritual prosperity. So I feel like you guys are really in a good place right now. I feel like you guys both did the work, and now you're being able to really sit back and look at everything that has happened, everything you've accomplished. And I feel like you guys were really, really good for each other and just helping each other out, okay? I feel like there's still some work that's being done, you know, to really solidify this perfection. I feel like both of you guys have not gotten to the point where you, like, at the end of the day you want to be, but you are definitely making that progress. And I also feel like there's messages that each of you guys are getting, and you can't really explain it, but you know that it's for you. Like, the power to get through all of this is within you. And I think that's something you're learning constantly. So I feel like somebody had a relapse, or they went back towards something. It could just be like a way of being, like maybe if whoever had to stumble or whatever, they kind of like put their guard back up, or it made the other person feel like they can't trust them. It's something like that. But it just seems as though somebody has their guard up because somebody went backwards, okay? So let's kind of see, you know, let's dissect this, because I don't feel like this is anything too major to where it can't be fixed, all right? I just feel like it's more of like a stumble or a mess up. It also could have been there was a very devastating moment in one of you guys' life, and it kind of caused you to just feel like you wanted to shut down. I feel like it's because somebody has money now, and maybe they have a bad way of spending it, or they have an issue with money, and they got so much money, and it was just almost like a test from universe, and this person like went backwards. I feel like it was Gemini, but they may have went backwards and did something we're supposed to do with it, or bought something that they know they don't need. Could have been a past way of living, or it could have been a past addiction, is what I'm seeing. Also could have had something to do with a past relationship, okay? their past family. So if they have like a past family or something, or if they have what is it, like if they have history of their family being addicted to a certain substance or something, I'm seeing that that has affected the situation. Okay, so whatever that, I feel like there was an argument, or there was just like a really big explosive situation that happened, and it triggered Gemini, and they went, you know, and they did what they weren't supposed to do. Yeah, they weren't, they kind of just, they turned into that other side of Gemini. They weren't thinking about emotions. They didn't care after this happened. I feel like there were, you know, I think it was cussing and stuff involved, and just not thinking about what they were saying, and they were like, you know what, fuck it. Like, all right. It could have been about an Aquarius, or I feel like whatever this was about, it's like it triggered them because it made them think about their future. And I think it scared them. Like, maybe you guys were talking about what you want, and it just, for whatever reason, it made the other person get scared and go do what they weren't supposed to do. They went back to what was comfortable. And I feel like after doing this, it's almost like whoever did all of this, they now feel like they have to keep their guards up, because they kind of just went back. I don't know what that word would be. They regressed. They went backwards, and they kind of turned back into that immature version of themselves. Okay, almost like they know that they have the tools to get something done, but it's a lot harder to, you know, do what you got to do. Sometimes it's a lot easier to go back to ways that, you know, are more low vibrational. And so they went backwards. It could have involved money or just their path. I also feel like for some reason it has to do with family too. Like, this is the way that they cope. This is what they do. Like, they were just like, you know what, as long as I have a job, or as long as I can, you know, keep a roof over my head, I don't care about emotions. I don't care about my health. I don't care about all of that. I just, you know, they started thinking really practical and logical instead of, you know, emotionally. They didn't care. I don't know why they didn't care, but they stopped caring. Okay, so let's see who's who in this dynamic right now. Okay, so we have a Leo and that Libra showing up, okay, and also some Taurus energy. So if you have any of those placements, Venus in Taurus or Venus in Libra, I'm seeing that there's a Leo definitely showing up here though. So you either went back because, no, I think it's the Leo that went backwards, okay, or they pushed them to go backwards. So who's this person that's guarded? So it's Aquarius person. Whoever has that Pisces. So I think it's Gemini. So Gemini is guarded now. Okay, so Gemini, you did the dirt. You did whatever was wrong. And because of that, Leo went backwards, or they may have went back to a person, or they may have went back to yelling at you, or just saying shit that they said they would never say again. And because of that, Gemini kind of froze up and was like, you know what, fuck you. Like there's nothing else to say. Like, I'm over it. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, just really got real hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm seeing. Currently, that's where you guys are at. So let's see where you guys are going to go towards the future, okay? So in the future, we do have spiritual strength. So this is either going into someone having to have spiritual strength if they are addicted. That's been like an ongoing theme for this. If somebody has a really bad issue with doing something they aren't supposed to, they're going to really need this time to strengthen up and really have faith that they can pull through. And really try to rise up to that higher vibration. And this is also saying in the midst of you guys, you may need to have spiritual strength to disconnect from each other because it's toxic, or it could be a situation where you guys have to push through because you know you love each other. So we're going to see what this means, but it's definitely just all about pushing through. So I think you guys are going to take action. I feel like this definitely is going to be more towards making it work. But it definitely could be saying something totally different. We're going to see right now. So when I got this card, I saw that you guys are focusing on family. You're like, it doesn't matter what's happened. We want to be together for family. We want to push through because of family. And you guys may actually not be romantic. I kind of feel like this is like actual family. Like maybe you guys are related, because the Lovers is in reverse. So I just kind of feel like it's more of like a true love of, you know, family love. Is different from romantic love. And with the 10 of Wands showing up here, it definitely is saying like we're going to push through. We're going to stay on course even though we had this struggle, this downfall. or this relapse. I keep wanting to say relapse. I don't know. So it seems as though whoever's a part of this, you guys are definitely going to be pushing through. I also feel like if this is romantic, you guys are saying this was just a down moment within our progression, because y'all did make a lot of progress. So let's look a little bit deeper into what this means. Yeah, you guys are like, we're gonna fight through this addiction. We're gonna fight through the distractions. I also feel like for whatever reason, Leo is the one who's really trying to hold on to this. They're really the one that's reinforcing, you know, why they won't give up. We're not going to give up. That's what I feel like Leo's saying. You guys also could have just went through a weak moment. I feel like somebody was like, you just had a weak moment. Also, you guys could have had just a really bad financial situation, which caused you to spaz out. You know, when people don't have the means to live a normal life or to survive, like, they act different, you know, and I feel like this is kind of what happened here. There was a weak moment, I feel like. And you, Leo also feels like you just need help. You just need help through this, okay? That's what I'm seeing. So this could definitely be a situation with your mother. I'm also seeing with the moon here, this is like those things where you don't talk about it outside of the household. You know, this is like one of those things where they're like, look, I know this is bad, but we can get through this. We can change this. It's unconditional love here. So this is far beyond whether you're romantic or platonic. It doesn't matter. This is far beyond just, you know, loving someone when things are good. You guys are in it for the long haul. So that could be friendship, family, you know, marriage, anything. It's like, this is one of those things we have to get through because I'm not living without you. Okay, that's what I feel like is being happened here. And you guys realize this, and Gemini, for you, it's harder to have that conversation and to deal with your demons or the things that need to be dealt with. But this, you know, this is what needs to happen in order for this to actually be, you know, just a healing experience. Just have that talk about it, get it off your chest. You don't have to be so hard all the time. All right. Okay, so one of the cards flipped over. Okay, so we got Virgo here. So if you have Virgo in your chart, that's the person who needs the help. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer on the money. Yeah, so that Libra and Taurus energy. So I think it's both of you guys need each other. It also could be the female within the relationship that wants to help or something like that. Yeah, whoever has that Taurus, I think it's Gemini, they want to see this through. They want to see this work. You know, they want another chance also. And here's that Virgo coming up again. What? And that Aquarius. Yeah, somebody's not willing to let go of the vision of the future of what they know is supposed to be between the two of you. And I think that's what matters the most. And I think that's what's going to keep you guys going. So I do want to see what is the advice for both of you guys on this relationship, what you should do going towards the future. So Leo has Temperance. So keep your calm and stay connected, okay? Don't disconnect. Don't explode. Don't look so far out of the situation that you're not paying attention to what's happening right in front of you, okay? I hope that makes sense. And then we have Gemini here. Gemini, your advice is you have control of the things that you do, and you need to take action and accountability for the things that you do. Okay, so for both of these, I feel like it's saying whatever you guys want to do, you can do this, okay? It can work. But I also feel like, again, this is something where it's deeper than just a romantic thing. Or if you're not romantic, this is like a bond that has to be cured throughout life. This is a karmic issue. And it doesn't have to be a bad issue. It's just something that needs to be worked through. It's something that you need to conquer for your own soul's purpose, okay? You guys are probably soulmates, okay? Now, the overall relationship. We have the Queen of Wands, so I feel like you're supposed to push through, okay? I feel like Leo, I don't know what part you play in this, but I almost feel like your ability, your courage to stay within this is what's going to be the best, okay? Your vision, your light is going to be what's going to keep this going, okay? When you shut down, the whole operation shuts down. I feel like that's what's being said here. Message from Spirit. That's a lot. Okay, so Spirit has definitely been trying to get your attention, you guys' attention. Tap in, okay? Tap in. Balance. So go back to where it all began. Remember, this is where you guys met, this balance card, right? Go back to where it all began. Get back in touch. Maybe you guys were, being very spiritual back then. Get back to that point, and I promise you will see where this is supposed to take you, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you, tuning in and stopping by to, allow me to read for you. If you would like to see more videos like this, I do have a playlist called Future of Relationship series, where there's so many other types of dynamics that you can tap into. Also, if you would like to see more videos I have coming, make sure you subscribe. And also, if you would like to have a private reading with me, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I stated before, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Leo. Bye, Gemini.